Long ago, the Chaos Dwarfs carefully bred enslaved greenskins to create a new subspecies, the Black Orc. They sought to make them stronger, hardier, and more intelligent, the perfect slaves. Instead, they succeeded only in forging the instrument of their destruction, Grimgor Ironhide. The greatest of the Black Orcs has returned to incite a new rebellion. He will free his kin from their shackles and see the reign of the Dawizar ended. Hey guys, we're just going to pick up where we left off at the tail end of the first episode. Once again, this is of course the Grimgor Ironhide Breaker of Chains campaign. Breaker of Chains is, of course, this victory condition right here, thanks to the excellent mod Victory Conditions Overhaul. So we are basically focused on trying to take out all of the Chaos Dwarfs and free all of the slaves that they have caused trouble to through the years. Anyway, also, of course, using the Speshul and a handful of other mods, as all of the playthroughs are on this channel. This is a no-cheese immersive playthrough. And anyway, if you need any more details, I would encourage you to watch that first video where I go into a lot more of them. Let's go ahead and start this one out. We have laid siege here to Karak Vrag, which is a walled city, which was unexpected, but it is what it is. You can see here that we are using the campaign ammo and devastation mod, which has actual settlement health. So this previous settlement that we took up here, Gorger Rock, is still recovering. And obviously, once we take Karak Vrag, that's going to drop its settlement health down as well. Anyway, like I said, let's go ahead and jump into the end turn here. I think I've already done all the building that we're going to do. I think maybe we want to focus on orcs in this campaign, so probably, well, except there's benefits to doing these others as well, isn't there? Because after I do this, which does help with goblin units, which is not great for us, but we need it before we can get growth or campaign movement range, which are both pretty important. So let's go ahead and do that one then. And I guess I will go ahead and double check my diplomacy, since I don't remember for sure if I did last time. Ooh, actually, I'm glad I checked, because we do have the Darkland Orcs over here that are fighting the Chaos Dwarves, and maybe... Do I really want to do this? Yeah, we'll do it for almost 500. We need money at this point. I'm not going to do a defensive alliance with them, though. Not that it matters. I'm sure they're going to get wiped out very soon. Let's go ahead and... Actually, you know what? I am going to go ahead and... I think we can just barely afford to do the totem pole here. Definitely going to have to fight this battle very, very soon, however, to, and then, you know, basically merge together some units or do something to help out our money situation, because we're bleeding money right now. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Alright, exactly what we wanted right there. They are sallying out to attack us. Obviously, we could auto-resolve, but I don't really do that. So we're going to go ahead and fight this. We've got a lot of character units that can do some of the heavy lifting for us. We probably want to try to protect our Doomdiver catapults. That's really the one unit that I would hate to lose in this battle, because I don't have any easy way to re-recruit those in the near future. We got ourselves a handful of ogres, so 6 ogre units, bunch of Noblars. I would say our orc boys are, you know, at least as good as Noblars here, although we do want to try to get our spear units on the ogres if possible. Our black orcs, I think we're going to want to try to get them maybe on one of the enemy. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get in there. Looks like it's a pretty wide open looking battlefield here. Now, we will want them to have to come towards us, so I will use the Doom Diver until they start moving towards us, and then maybe pull it back. But let's go ahead and fight it. Okay, so I think our most badly wounded units, which are these goblins over here and these spears right here, I'm going to put you all back here. I'm going to try to do this fight without doing any control groups. Putting things in control groups does sometimes get me into trouble. You know what, I'm going to put these orc spears back there as well. Now you... a little bit closer, unfortunately. I do want them to have to come towards us. And then let's go ahead and get... I don't really see any reason to not just go ahead and draw this nice and easy like. Okay, actually there's a reason right there. There's something blocking. Alright, forget that. Let's draw it here. And I'm going to put Grimgor... I'm going to put all of our... Oh, Michael, you just said no control groups, and then you went ahead and grouped them anyway. Let's just get all you guys over here like this. Start the battle. Now, Grimgor, I actually kind of want you to not charge ahead in this fight. Everybody else over here, you all can kind of... Why don't you anchor yourself on that thing right there in the middle. What do we have? These are all Noblars over here. Okay, they're definitely coming this way, so I'm going to go ahead and pull him back, and all of you as well. Now, let's go ahead and get the three of you moving forward. Let's go ahead and maybe anticipate needing some ogres over here. What do we have? We've got ogre bulls. That would be good for the spears. Ogre bulls, spears, ogre bulls, spears, ogre bulls. Now, let's get the cavalry around. Cavalry, you can get in there. And the orc boys can help out over there. Now, here we go. You three... Oh, you've got your hands full. Grimgor. Tell you what, let's get all of you guys heading up over here. Right here. I do actually, you know what? Grimgor, hang on for a second. In case I need you over here. Okay, we should be winning pretty handily over here, I would think, but I need you guys to get away. Yes, right there. Okay, keep going. Break away. We're not doing great over here on this side, are we? But it's mostly where our heroes are. Okay, I want you, Grimgor, to go ahead and get in on him. Let's go ahead and do some of our abilities here. We should be able to handle everything over here with just our heroes for the most part, and our ogre mercenaries. We don't really care if we lose our ogre mercenaries. Okay, right here, the black orcs are doing pretty well, but you guys are getting chased away. That's fine. Back here now. Oh, what did I do with you? Oh, you just came in. You're my reinforcements. Okay. Right here, I need some of you all to get over here and help out on Dunk. Right here, you turn around, take care of them. You guys get over here, get our spears on those goblin flingers. Our cavalry needs to keep running away. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Grimgor, you're winning. But you need to get in there. Why are you... Oh, you got bogged down by some ogres. That happens. Over here. Yeah, you stay on them. Yeah, just stay on them. Right here, you stay on them. That's fine. Over here, let's get you pinning them in. Grimgor, I'd like you to get in on the enemy lord there if possible. You can help out. Okay, right here. Yep, enemy lord running away. Should be in pretty good shape. There's our Wah. Even the big boss, the goblin big boss, is doing pretty well over here. Ogres are holding their own. We're probably going to disband them after this fight anyway, so I don't really care about their casualties. You guys need to turn around and get back in there, though. Okay, what I'd like is for that ogre lord to come back into the fight. There he is. Okay, that's just what we wanted. Right here, we should be able to make short work of him. I would hope. Here, let's go ahead and pull you back. The goblin big boss, get in there. Okay, here we go. Grimgor, it's time for you to dish out some damage on the enemy lord. You all can try to take out those Nobblar trappers if at all possible. Right here, we do want to take him out. Okay, I think they're about to break. Okay, where's our black orcs? We still haven't taken care of everything over there. That surprises me a little bit. Well, he's just about gone now. That means that all the rest of them are probably going to break here soon as well. They did quite a bit of damage to us. These... Oh, that's no wonder. That's a bruiser. That's going to happen. Okay, I would still love for you to be able to kill him. And you. Probably not going to be able to reach him, but try to anyway. Here we go. We do not want him to get away. Alright, I'm going to try to run down the enemy lord, wipe him out. Obviously, we're still going to have a garrison remaining in after this fight is over with, so we're not going to automatically get the settlement for ourselves. We're going to have to go ahead and assault it then on our turn, but that's fine. Hopefully, though, we can do a little bit more damage to them before I end this battle. Alright, we desperately needed that money, so that's good. We didn't do quite as much damage to the garrison as I was hoping for, plus that one hero did survive. But, you know what, it is what it is. Hopefully we're still going to have enough army strength to take the city anyway, but if so, we're going to end up doing it on the strength of basically our black orcs, and maybe just a couple of the spear units. I might go ahead and disband the ogres. I'm not sure. No, I won't disband them yet. I'll save it for the fight, for the attack on the city. But they'll be the first casualties as far as I'm concerned. Okay, now I'm not crazy about the total lack of captives that we're getting so far in the post-battle rewards. I'm also not crazy about the treasury options that we're getting so far. Pretty consistently here, these are really, really bad. It's got to be one of the mods that I'm using, I guess, because I would not have expected them to be this bad. Alright, well, we're going to go with... I think we're going to go with the casualty replenishment rate boost, because we're going to need it after assaulting the city. Okay, income from sacking settlements, that'll be good. Income from post-battle loot. Yeah, we'll take it. Wish I had it before that last battle. Enemy killed in battle, okay. Let's go ahead and do the skill ups, and then, like I said, we're going to have to assault the walls, so we're going to follow one battle up with another. It's going to be kind of ugly. I'd be halfway tempted to even auto-resolve it, because it's going to be kind of a boring battle. A walled siege battle where all of their units are down to like 10% of their health. But we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and apply the skill ups. Grimgor actually did not get a skill up. That's a bummer. Let's go ahead and give our goblin big bosses, make them a little bit better here in melee. Snotling Scavengers has to be for a lord here. We'll go ahead and give that to this lord right here. Okay. And good enough. We have 6 characters, 1 Black Orcs unit, and a couple of expendable Ogre units. I have to hope that that's good enough. Our archers, this is very interesting. Look at this. These goblin archers have no ammunition at all. And these have almost none. That's crazy. I mean, I guess I can understand why this is a bad situation for replenishment, but it shouldn't be this bad. I feel like that's too strong of a punishment. Because this unit didn't even fire any arrows in the previous battle, did they? I don't think they did. The Doom Diver, at least he's got some ammunition left, and he only fired a couple of shots. But yeah, I don't know how these archers are completely out of ammunition when they didn't even fight in the last battle. And this one did, but come on, 0 ammunition replenishment feels a little bit extreme. All right, anyway, I'm going to do a review of the campaign ammo and destruction, devastation mod, and that'll just be something that I mentioned. All right, let's go ahead. Pyrrhic Victory, if we auto-resolved it, we could actually do it apparently without losing any units. I'm not sure I trust that. That's what it's telling me, though. But we're not going to do it. We're going to go ahead and assault the walls. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our weakest units that we really don't plan on using in this fight. And we're going to put them over here. Just to force them to commit some troops over here. I think maybe I'll include you over here as well. And is that it? Are those... Let's just see how this looks. If I get you over here, and you over here. I am going to put you guys on 9 because I don't want to accidentally click on you. I think maybe the 2 of you as well. So you guys are over here as a part of 9 as well. In fact, we'll put you over here. None of you are probably going to move forward at all unless they literally have no units over there defending. Now, over here, we're going to attack here. We're going to use our Doom Diver to hit that gate. And then I'm going to put you over here. Maybe they'll commit somebody to being over there. Our ogres, we're going to put you all here, try to break through that gate right there. Grimgor, you do have siege attackers, so you can hit this gate right here. And all of you all right there. Unfortunately, we are going to have to rely on some of these units to bring up the siege towers. Apparently Grimgor and these guys, I guess that makes sense, they can't operate a siege tower all by themselves. And you're fine there. You, yeah, I guess I will get you over here somewhere. Figure out a spot for you. Now, Grimgor, you're going to take some damage, and I don't feel great about that, but I don't really know what to do about it. Okay, let's go ahead. Start the battle. Start moving forward there. Let's go ahead and get the Black Orcs. You guys are the most important ones. Let's get you... yeah, that's fine. And we'll get you guys up there next to him. You guys up there next to him. That on that side. Move forward. Move forward. Ogres need to break down right there. Now, I don't see any units. Yep, there's a unit right there. Now, what about our 9s all the way over here? Do they have anybody defending this side? Not over here they don't, but they do over here. That's interesting. So what that means is you 3 go ahead and move on up over here. And those are just some Noblars. You guys are strong enough to take on some Noblars, right? Okay, Grimgor, you are okay for the moment. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring our cavalry over here. The rest of you all need to get forward here. As soon as that gate comes down, they need to break through. I wish I had some way to heal Grimgor, but we don't. We're just going to have to accept some casualties. Our Black Orcs are finally at the walls. And quite frankly, they should be able to just start wreaking havoc up here. They're certainly going to be stronger than anything that the enemy can throw at us. Grimgor, I do need to make sure that you are not, that they don't open the gate up and get you stuck. You 4, come forward. Right here. Go ahead and hit those Noblar Flingers. The gate is still not quite down. We're fighting right here, that's fine. Black Orcs. Okay, we've got more fighting going on over here. That gate's going to take a while to come down, I believe. Okay, is the gate open? Yes, it is open. Okay, Grimgor back out. I need the 4 of you to come in. Now, over here, they should be breaking there very soon. And when they do... Okay, they broke. Let's go ahead and charge on in. You all go after those Noblar Trappers. Actually, never mind, these Ogres are coming at us. It's time probably to bring Grimgor in. Okay, you don't really have anything to shoot at, so you just turn around and sit tight. Let's get the cavalry over here. Let's get you forward. Okay. Right here, I need you all to come forward. Grimgor. Nope, Grimgor. I knew that wasn't going to work. The pathfinding in siege battles is one of the worst things in this game. But it's okay. Grimgor, can I get you to come in through the open door rather than get you to climb up a siege tower? There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Now we're going to go ahead and do this, of course. Right there. Can help out on him. As can all of Others. Let's go ahead and bring the cavalry in. Yeah, the ogre, enemy overlord there is taking some damage. Let's go ahead and kill Bruiser there. That is the, or not Bruiser, Dunk, the Bruiser. Okay. Let's try to get those Noblar trappers taken care of. Okay, this is kind of annoying. He's getting away. He's getting away. Okay. Let's go ahead and maybe get all of our characters moving forward, and that includes you, Grimgor. There's our Wah triggering. Okay, looks like he's going to get away because you got bogged down over here. That's a pity, but it's fine. If he gets back in the fight, then we'll take care of him. I don't think he's coming back anytime soon, though. All right, our ogres still have not busted through the gate. Figures, you guys should be in a position to shoot. Wait a minute now, you've got full ammo. Alright, I'm very confused by the ammunition situation. Somehow, there we go, that's what we needed. I do still want to kill that enemy lord if possible. Yeah, so this is weird. These goblin archers here have full ammo. These goblin archers over here, who started out with almost none. Oh, okay. When I said they had 0 ammo, it's not that they had 0, they had full. I wonder why they got back to full and the other ones got almost none. It's very strange. Alright, well anyway, I'll just finish up the mopping up in this battle and then meet everybody back at the post-battle screen. Alright, so Zrak the Starvin was able to get away, unfortunately, but it's okay. We still got pretty decent rewards here. We didn't lose any units, that's the important thing. Got some decent scrap out of it. Grimgor got another level. And, like I said before, I'm going to start looting and occupying, since I've devoted some skill points now to the looting. So we got ourselves another Snotling Scavengers follower. Actually, several more of them. 2 more of them, anyway. Follower gained a Swindler. Okay, that's good. We'll take it. And we got ourselves a nice buff now for the continuing fights against the ogres. Okay, so I feel a lot better now about the campaign ammo and devastation mod, now that I realize that when I was seeing no ammo at all, this is still very confusing to me. It meant that they had full ammo, but now I don't understand how this unit that had no ammo in battle suddenly has a bunch of ammo. It's a little bit hard for me to figure out. Okay, anyway, like I said, we're going to keep going looter here. The goal is obviously going to be to get up to Lightning Strike. And then beyond that to, what's it called? Renowned and Feared. Okay, so then Dead Ard for you, and Rob Archer for you. Okay. We do have... Yep, we'll take another Swindler there. Snotling Scavengers, I guess there's no reason not to give it to each of our lords for the time being. Okay. So, unfortunately now, Karak Vrag, okay, the fact that I did loot and occupy drove it all the way down to 0. So, that important lesson to be learned right there is that I don't want to do a loot and occupy anymore, even though I did put points into that, because, yeah, because it's now going to take 10 turns for this settlement to recover its devastation. Minus 50% casualty replenishment rate. Wow. That's a lot. Okay, we're going to go ahead and demolish this building. And, oh, we've got multiple landmarks here. Big Fort and Lesser Effigy of Gork. One of these must be a landmark added by the Wheeze Speshul mod. Then we also have Cave of Shinies. Well, we know we need Shinies. We're very much hurting in the income area right now. Okay, so then with the money that we have left, I am going to go ahead and repair Karak Vrag, and I guess I'll go ahead and level up Gorger Rock. Can I recruit any more Black Orc big bosses? No, I cannot. Okay. At least we'll be getting some good growth. In a couple of turns, Gorger Rock will be back to normal. So what that means is what we really need to do is either... Well, no. What we need to do is advance and take Black Fang, obviously. That's what we have to do, because I was going to say we could go back to Gorger Rock where we can get better replenishment, but surely at this point we've got them on the ropes. Probably now the only military strength that they have is this camp right there. They're obviously going to recruit a lord here over the end turn, but what we can do, we're going to take you and move you cannot get... Yeah, I could probably move you to about here, and you would still be able to get there in one turn. We're going to end up encircling with Ragnar Badaxe here. He's going to encircle, and then we will bring up Grimgor's army to be a reinforcing army for this battle. Unfortunately, this army is not looking too healthy right now, so we're going to go ahead and merge together some of these units. I think I'll go ahead and do maybe these two and these two. Ready for murdering. And now at least we have 3 units here capable of fighting. We've got the Black Orcs that are in great shape, because of course they are. Having the Immortals unique banner is certainly helping. And then we have a little bit of support that the other units can provide. I think we can win a fight against that garrison just on the strength of our characters. But however, having said that, I'm still going to go ahead and do some recruiting. So, at this point, in anticipation of ogres no longer being our primary enemy after we wipe out the Fulg here, we're going to have to start worrying about the Chaos Dwarfs. So, in that case, I'm going to start recruiting some non-spear units. Ooh. Now, can we afford this? This is very tempting. These guys don't have shields. These guys do. This is interesting. This Orc Biggins dual weapons is using the unit card that I'm used to as the standard one for Orc Biggins. That must be another switch that the Wii Special mod makes. So what I want to do, I want some good old shielded infantry. And then we're going to let the Black Orcs and the characters do an awful lot of the damage dealing. Maybe I will take one. What's the difference in melee attack? Actually, the melee attack is the same for both of them. These guys obviously have better defense and they have shields. But they have a lower weapon strength and a lower charge bonus. Honestly, I'm just going to recruit 3 of the shielded variety. I wish we were getting some replenishment, but this is what we signed up for with the mods that we're using. Okay, I think then we can go ahead, check our diplomacy. Not really anything that we're going to want to do. Unsurprisingly, the ogres are willing to go to peace with us. If we wanted to do that while we kind of build up our infrastructure and get some replenishment going, that would be an option, but I think it would be pretty silly now that we've got them all the way down to one remaining settlement. I wish now I had thought I had like done up some practice to see what the loot and occupy option was going to do, because this is brutal, having to go from 0% all the way back up to 100%. And of course it does mean that Grimgor's looting is going to be of minimal use now for the rest of the campaign, but it's fine. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and end our turn. There's the lord that we knew they were going to recruit. Faction destroyed, Darkland Orcs as expected. Big Boss Business. Technology Research, Mount Gained, Lucky to Ruffy. Okay, and let's go ahead.
Find us a fight, yeah?
Yep, we're going to encircle, and we should have enough movement to be able to get Grimgor's army up here if we go in march stance. Let's go ahead and give Lucky his skill point first. You get Elusive. And we'll give you Snotling Scavengers as well. Why not? Okay. Once again, our ammunition does not appear to have replenished at all, which I guess is unsurprising because the replenishment, the ammo replenishment probably happens effectively using the same replenishment rate as the casualty replenishment. It's my guess. So let's go ahead and encircle. Not surprising that would be a decisive defeat. But what we're going to do is we're going to get Grimgor heading up there. You know what we could do, actually? If I bring Grimgor here into their territory, yes. And then we actually get some replenishment by going into, well, we were getting some replenishment anyway, but we get hopefully a little bit more from being in raiding camp stance in enemy territory. I like that. So this is good practice then. So what that means is this lord is going to attack this army of Ragnar Badaxe. He's going to retreat. Now, I'm hoping he retreats over here close enough to Grimgor that they don't dare come out and attack us. But if they don't, it would mean losing Ragnar Badaxe. Anyway, Ragnar, I promise if you do get killed because you don't retreat over in this direction for some reason, then we'll get you back in the game again. Okay, some way, somehow. So we're not doing any more recruiting, which is fine because our money situation kind of precludes it anyway. We are definitely losing a lot of public order. That's a big concern. At this rate, we will rebel potentially right after we take Black Fang. Okay, gonna have to think about that. I would say what we're gonna probably want to do, we're gonna need to maybe we go ahead and fight this battle.
Let's clobber 'em.
I guess we're gonna go ahead and fight the battle, because what I need to do is I need to be able to get Grimgor's army back to Karak Vrog by the end of next turn. Okay. That's fine. Now if we do this, decisive victory. Regular old field battle, obviously. They're going to come towards us. Okay. If I auto-resolved it, it doesn't look like we would lose any units, but again, I'm not going to do that. It surprises me a little bit, though. Some of our units, like these orc boys here, they look like they're pretty low on health. I'm surprised that they would survive. Okay. So we just need to make sure that we are back here where our reinforcements are coming in from. And they're as far away from us as they could possibly be, so we're just going to speed up. Wait for Grimgor to come in. And more importantly for that Doomdiver catapult to come in. Okay, here we go. Boom. Alright.
Ready for war.
Let's go ahead and start getting set up. The Doomdiver, I need you probably all the way up to about here, maybe. Which means I then need my front line.
Live to fight. The more calls.
Be up here like this for now. That's fine.
Immortals, go!
Now, once again, we have no ammo here, which is a little frustrating, but it's what we signed up for. I just wish I had a better understanding of how the ammo situation works. Grimgor, you go ahead and actually, let's get all of our characters up here. You as well. Cavalry, I think maybe left flank. And I do believe that's everybody moving now. Let's go ahead and speed up again. We'll get our Doomdiver just barely close enough to be able to start launching the flying, self-deleting goblins, the Doomdivers. Just long enough to get them to start coming towards us, and then I may go ahead and start pulling him back. Alright. Oops, not you. Didn't mean to do that. Where's my Doomdiver? Yeah, okay, so we want you firing at those ogre bulls in the back. They look like they're not standing in the trees. They're the only ones. It should only take a couple of volleys before they start to come towards us, I presume. But I do hope they do a little bit of damage. Well, these ogres are running out of range, unfortunately. I think I just hit a tree. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit here. There we go. At least we did a little bit of damage to him. The army is still not interested in coming towards us, though. That's a little disappointing. There we go. That was a pretty good shot. I'm Still, I'm not a little surprised that they're not coming towards us, and I wonder if it could be some of the mods that were using that change battlefield tactics. If so, that's good. That's a good thing. If the AI starts fighting like a pretty decent AI on the battlefield, that would be a vast improvement in the game. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to start creeping forward some of our units here. Up, they're moving now. Okay. Well, we're going to anyway. Let's go ahead and obviously get these orc boys up here. They're going to be some of our stronger units. Then maybe behind them we'll get these orc boys with spears. Let's get the ogres charging up there. They can charge like maniacs up there as far as I'm concerned. Okay, at this point everybody should be running. Let's get the cavalry headed over here around the flank. Okay, you know what? This was a mistake. Guys, stop right here. Stop right here. You go back there. These ogres, stop right here. Goblins over here. Cavalry back. You're out of ammo. You need to get out off the battlefield. Yeah, we got too many of them coming around over here. I should have paid more attention to that right away. But it's fine. It's all under control. I think maybe I'll send two of our... we'll send Mugadoyle and Kadira Ironjaw over here. And Grimgor, I want you to go ahead and use your special ability on him. The three of you over here. And now we'll go ahead and start charging in. What's going on over here? Not exactly sure. Let's go ahead and get the goblin archer shooting over there. Okay, Grimgor. I want you over here helping out on the enemy lord. Okay, I'm not sure why that camera jumped me all the way over there. The main thing is we want our black orcs to be in the thick of the fighting, obviously. Grimgor, you can go ahead and smash up those spears right there. Okay, this is very frustrating with the camera. It keeps getting bogged down by that formation right there. Come on, guys, you can do damage a little faster than that. I trust you. Okay. Meanwhile, right here, really need to burn down the enemy lord. Are they running away? No, they're cycle charging. That's not great. One big advantage that the AI has in battles over the players is the ability to cycle charge a lot more effectively. Let's go ahead and return. Enemy lord is dead. That's good. That should pretty much do it, I would think. Got somebody still over there. Put a little pressure on them and they'll break. Those guys are running away. Oh, I didn't even trigger the wall. Okay, there we go. Don't think there's any reason to keep fighting here. We can end battle. Is that the tunnel? Oh, no, not exactly. Okay. Alright. Pretty good money. Pretty good rewards out of that. And we're going to occupy it, obviously, with Ragnar here, who somehow managed to rack up 634 kills. Not sure if I believe that. I don't know how that could have happened. Oh, I know what it was. It must have been from any survivors. That's what it was. Okay. And then 3579 in Teef, or again, whatever we use for our treasury. It's pretty good. We'll take that. And we're going to go ahead and do the Occupy. I'm going to assume that we're going to get this at 50% health. And we've captured the whole province. That's very good. Got ourselves a Swindler. That's good. We'll take it. Victory over the ogres. That's good. Okay. Issue a commandment. Yep, we'll get right on that. But let's double check and look at the health now of this settlement. Nope. Oops, wrong one. This one. Black Fang. Yeah, 50%. Okay. All right, so now we know. If you do a loot and occupy, it drives the health all the way down to 0%, whereas if you simply do an occupy, it's at 50%. So that's pretty easy decision moving forward. And then, okay, we can just barely avoid a rebellion this turn, and instead, we'll get it next turn, presumably. And we'll be in position to do something about it. Although we're still not getting replenished. Okay, so Looter, this was a mistake. I'm going to switch now over to, I guess we'll do Raider. And then hard to hit. Hard to hit. Hard to hit. And for you, we're going to give you Raider. Okay. And a Shield of Tolos. Okay, so do we want to give this to Grimgor? I guess we might as well. Kind of odd that he's allowed to use a shield, but the game doesn't dig that deep into logic, I suppose. Alright, so Karak Vrag. Now, we're in a situation where we definitely need the money, so we're going to build that up and potentially... What is this? This is Here We Go for Black Orc Lords and Heroes. Leadership +3 for Orc units in the province. Passive ability Gork Likes a Fight for all Black Orc units. And Gork Likes a Fight is just spell resistance. Okay, and Here We Go is melee attack, a single cast of a melee attack. Okay. It's certainly not bad, but I don't know that I want to prioritize it. I could prioritize public order, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to prioritize is money. For now. We'll switch it. Actually, you know what I should probably do? Yeah, no, we'll do the pile of shiny stuff. Okay. I may end up demolishing that and replacing it later on. Now, Black Fang, you have a goblin recruitment. Now, this is going to be interesting. I presume... Okay, it is letting me recruit goblins. Unable to recruit goblin or savage or... Oh, just lords. Okay, I can recruit the units, just not the lords. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so... Yeah, still, even so, this is not the building I want. We will go ahead and upgrade it. We're going to want money more than anything, but I am not at this point going to disband these ogres. Not yet, because I don't want to recruit any new units just yet, but we need to remain strong. You know what we have to do is we have to... I've got to deal with the rebellion and then come over here and deal with that Black Fang camp. That's fine. That's fine. If that's what we got to do, that's what we'll do. Now, meanwhile, let's go ahead and do maybe control growth or construction cost. We'll do control and growth. Research available. Let's go with campaign movement range. Let's go ahead and get our issue a commandment mission objective tracked, and we do already have that in the works. Okay, I think... How am I doing on time? Yep, I'm just about out of time. I think we'll do one more end turn. I'm going to double check diplomacy first. We're doing okay. We're still green. We're strength rank 92. I'm sure that's much lower than we were, but I don't panic at strength rank 92. We don't look super vulnerable yet. We do need Gorger Rock to heal up. We need Black Fang to heal up, and we need Karak Vrag to heal up. If these things were getting... I'm a little surprised. This is almost a recommendation that I might make to the mod author. It seems to me like Devastation would be a good category for this to do in terms of public order. I presume this was thought through, and probably I'm sure the mod authors are quite a bit smarter than I am, so I'm sure they've thought it through and decided against doing that. Now we do have some scrap that we could go ahead and apply. I've already done some for our Black Orcs. What about our big uns here? We have no upgrades that we can do for our big uns currently. What we need to do is recruit Spoils of War. Research Spoils of War, which is over here. It costs 150 scrap. No reason to prioritize it, because then we wouldn't have the scrap with which to actually apply those upgrades. Okay, I think we're probably ready to do an intern, and then we will pick up after that in the next episode. But let's go ahead and do it. These Cathay caravans that pop up in my territory, back in the early days of Warhammer 3, they used to be so tempting to declare war on them, on the factions, and destroy those caravans, but they're not worth nearly as much anymore. Okay, issue a command. Yep, Sword of Might. We'll take it. The Great Green Prophet, -4 control. That's just what we needed. Wurzag, the prancing shaman of Gork, and Mork visits to bring you ill omens and the scorn of the green gods. You must do something to get back in their favor. Well, it's fine. We had an imminent rebellion anyway. It would have happened either way, unless we move the army into the settlement. That would have prevented it for one more turn. It's not going to prevent it now, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check here.
Here we go.
Yep, still at -10, so we're still going to get the rebellion, but that's fine. I do wish, if there's any modders out there who see this, what I would really like to see as an improvement, what I think of as an improvement to the whole rebellion thing, is don't always have the rebellion appear at the capital, but rather have it happen in a random settlement inside the province. Because it's a little bit too easy to cheese, or I should say to exploit the AI, knowing exactly where the rebellion is going to occur. To me, it would make more sense for rebellions to probably start to gather strength somewhere removed from wherever the main army would be. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and pick up here then at the beginning of the next episode. So I'll go ahead and say thanks everybody so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.